Where are we? Are we aware? Are we? Where are we? Where are
So this year I've been exploring music that is reflective in some way of human family. So for both my recitals this year, I chose to program music that is either inspired by, dedicated to, or reflective of some aspect of humanity. So tonight's program is the second of two programs, and I'm really excited to share it with you. The first piece you heard, Aware, was obviously for flute and electronics, and it's by Natalie Washim. And it's inspired by Edmund St. Vincent Millay's sonnet, Epitaph for the Race of Man, which is a commentary on the relative insignificance of man in relation to nature. The sonnet caused Natalie to reflect on the larger idea of awareness, and that was what you heard in the piece. The two lyrics that you hear the backtrack behind the flute the entire time are two questions: where are we, and are we aware? And in her program notes, she states that she feels that these two questions are vitally important to consider at all times in regards to oneself, others, and how we interact in the world in which we live. The next piece tonight is a world premiere called Along Fault Lines. About a year ago, I approached a friend of mine, Aaron Houston, from my master's, and asked if he would write a piece for me. And what I had in mind was something that was related to social unrest and change, and the way that music can be part of that change. And it was actually sort of inspired by a class that I took here at UNCG, taught by Dr. Kaylin Rubinoff, who I believe is watching, called Music and Social Protest. And throughout that semester, we learned about the ways music was able to give people voice, or voices who didn't have a voice prior, was able to unite people, such as in women's marches or other types of protests throughout history, and facilitate change. So we started talking about this, and what has resulted in this piece is it's also inspired by fault lines, which are the cracks in the surfaces of rocks that rub together through tension and force and causes displacement. In his program notes, Aaron actually writes, 2020 was a year that saw a lot of tension in the United States. All across the country, deeply held beliefs, ideologies, and convictions were met with tension that not everybody's reality is the same in our society. Not everyone views our world the same, sees injustice in the same places, or responds to crisis equally. Throughout the year, many people found themselves in situations calling for peace from others, while recognizing that peace and reconciliation are not always achieved peacefully. Along Fault Lines explores these tensions. In the midst of a global pandemic, for a generation that has never not been at war, in the wake of the murder of George Floyd and far too many others, is violence warranted in defense of the lives we hold dear? Can one group really be peaceful while another takes advantage of that peace? Is peace worth fighting for? Can we ever really achieve a world that doesn't know violence? If we break ourselves trying to maintain peace, was it even worth it? So what you'll hear tonight in the electronics are clips of Aaron's friend relaying stories about his grandfather and more, Dietrich Bonhoeffer quotes, as well as news clips of a woman talking about the riots following the murder of George Floyd last summer. In the flute part, you'll hear constant tension with brief moments of relief reflected through extended techniques, agitated passages, and very passing moments of calm. And in light of the recent guilty verdicts for Derek Chauvin, I believe that maybe there is potential turn of the tide on the horizon towards justice and equality for all. And to me, that makes peace worth fighting for.
I think he was a senior in high school when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and like so many of his generation, kind of almost he was shipping off to Europe.
he went to war so that no one else in his family would ever have to. I think because of what he saw, he saw a lot of us at our worst and what we're capable of doing to each other as a species.
But it only works if both sides are willing to be tolerant and peaceful.
Because while he went to war in hopes that no one else in his family would ever have to, he did live to see.
Tolerance is not an absolute.
Did live to see. Did live to see. Did live to see. Did live to see many more wars and many more people in his family go off and fight in them.
It needs to be accepted that people who we are, even if our bias, behavior, whatever, are different than us. But it only works if both sides are willing to be tolerant and peaceful.
I can't imagine what that must have felt like when you hope as a young person that this is it, this is the end of all this violence.
If there's a contract between two people, and one side decides not to honor the contract, why should the other side still be held to that contract? Tolerance isn't just not an
Then it goes on and it keeps happening, it keeps happening, and we keep seeing people we love put in harm's way. In harm's way. Then it goes on and keeps happening. It keeps happening, and we keep seeing people we love put in harm's way.
Tolerance is not an absolute.
Silence in the face of even I can't imagine what that must have felt like when you hope as a young person that this is it, this is the end of all this violence and if I sit next to a madman and he drives a car into a group of innocent bystanders, I cannot simply wait for the catastrophe. Then comes the wounded and buried dead. I must try to wrestle the animal out of the hands of death. People are like, what did you gain? What did you get from looting? I think that as long as we're focusing on the what, we're not focusing on the why.
Thank you.
Coping for flute, oboe, and piano by Alyssa Morris, and it is in honor of those who suffer with depression and anxiety. So, 2020 was a year that challenged a lot of us for a lot of different reasons, but a lot of the talk has been about the toll it's taken on people's mental health. And as an adult who has suffered from depression and anxiety for the majority of her adult life, I jumped at the chance to play this piece when Kelly brought it up to me last winter break, just because I thought it would be something really special. And listening to it, it is the best that I have ever heard music portray what it feels like to actually be anxious or to suffer from depression through music. The middle movement prayer is based off of a hymn, Lead Kindly Light, which is printed in your program tonight, and the melody of that hymn is what you hear throughout the second movement in all three voices. Just like the year has been challenging for a lot of people for a lot of reasons, it's also been a year of significant loss for countless individuals across the world, but especially for our immediate community, here for all of us sitting here and tuning in. So because of that, Kelly and I would like to dedicate this performance of this piece to our good friend Andrew Barlow. Andrew Barlow was someone who embodied dedication, enthusiasm, curiosity, and just all around general was a good dude. The number of messages that we would exchange, sharing Big Yoda memes or pictures of our whiskey glasses at night, or commiserating as fellow doctoral students, especially commiserating about how bad we were bad at theory. I cannot count on all my hands and toes and anything, the number of just hilarious messages we sent back and forth, and just the camaraderie that Andrew brought to his fellow students. And he passed away tragically and suddenly last month, and he has been dearly missed. So we'd like to dedicate this to him. The next piece on my program tonight is called Pray, for flute and electronics as well. And Pray comes from a serious need for reflection and patience. The electronic track is a combination of organs, whispers, and flute harmonics. The final piece on tonight's program is a tone poem for flute and piano by Valerie Coleman, inspired by Maya Angelou's poem, Human Family. Find Me a Min, the title of the piece, is Haitian Creole for Human Family. And this piece was actually the programmatic inspiration for both my recitals this year. Coleman writes in her program notes that within the flute and piano parts are motifs representing cultural differences that come together to form a tapestry, united through timpani and quasi-cadenza-like transitions. Maya Angelou's poem, which is also printed in your program, acknowledges differences within mankind, either due to ethnicity, background, or geography, and reaffirms our humanity as a reminder of unity. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some of us thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse delight. Brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the seven seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jive, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China, we weep on England's moors, and laugh and moan in Guinea, and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ, in major we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.